But the only time you really get where you can have a compressed period of time when you can put all this stuff together is when you're at home, which is here. And I have just a little room here with a desk in it, and a tape recorder, and a couple of guitars, and this is where I put them together.
In music, few artists capture the complexities of love, loss, and longing like the late, great Gordon Lightfoot. Famed for his haunting ballads and lyrical storytelling, Lightfoot's songs have a timeless resonance, reflecting his personal experiences and emotional depth. His life, marked by fame, relationships, and a passion for music, offers a window into a journey that was as turbulent as it was poetic. Today, we'll discuss the woman he deemed irreplaceable and how this love influenced his artistry. The early life and musical influences.
Did you always know you wanted to sing and wanted to write and play the guitar? Was that something that came naturally?
I always wanted to sing.
As a child?
Yes, as a child too. So it's a natural course of events.
Gordon's life began in Orillia, Ontario, a small town surrounded by the vast landscapes of Canada. Growing up there, he was enchanted by the natural beauty around him, an inspiration that later surfaced in his lyrics. His early years were marked by a passion for music that seemed almost predestined, with Lightfoot's mother encouraging his vocal talents as he sang in the local church choir. This supportive environment nurtured his natural abilities, and from a young age he had a voice that resonated with others. The church setting also instilled in him a reflective quality, teaching him the power of music to evoke emotion and inspire connection. After high school, he left Canada for Los Angeles and attended Westlake College of Music, where he studied theory, harmony, and arrangement. At Westlake, he delved into the technicalities of music composition, a journey that set him apart from other budding artists. He was determined not only to sing, but to create music with substance and structure. This time in California, surrounded by a vibrant and competitive music scene, pushed him to work harder on his craft. Yet, while he gained valuable training and exposure to different genres, the experience made him miss the landscapes and culture of Canada. Returning there with a renewed sense of purpose, Lightfoot began performing and quickly developed a reputation for his soulful lyrics and captivating voice. By the 1960s, his unique blend of folk, rock, and country, combined with his insightful storytelling, began capturing the hearts of listeners. Songs like Early Morning Rain offered a glimpse into his nostalgic reflections on life, while For Lovin' Me captured the rugged independence he personified at the time. But behind this public success lay a deeper, more introspective side to Lightfoot. He was a man shaped by a personal search for meaning and connection. As he navigated the pressures of fame and his evolving personal life, these complexities would come to life in his music. The woman who inspired Sundown.
What it asked for yesterday in the case of Catherine Evelyn Smith. Lawyers in Los Angeles had asked that the Canadian woman be sent to prison for 3 years for her role in the death of comedian John Belushi. And that's the sentence the judge handed down.
One of the most influential and tumultuous relationships in Lightfoot's life was with Cathy Smith, a vibrant and enigmatic figure who became both his muse and a source of intense emotional struggle. Their relationship was a passionate yet stormy affair, marked by a blend of adoration, jealousy, and heartbreak. Known for her wild spirit and connections in the entertainment world, Smith captivated Lightfoot, but her impulsive nature and affinity for the rock and roll lifestyle brought challenges. Their romance became the backdrop for some of his most iconic songs, with Sundown directly emerging from the tensions simmering in their relationship. The line, "Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs," captured Lightfoot's insecurities and fears of betrayal, emotions he openly acknowledged and poured into his music. Smith's magnetic personality attracted attention, especially in entertainment circles, heightening Lightfoot's insecurities and jealousy. She was linked to many well-known figures, including her controversial association with comedian John Belushi. Years after their relationship ended, Smith made headlines when she admitted to administering the fatal injection that led to Belushi's tragic death. Despite their volatile relationship, Smith remained a part of Lightfoot's creative soul, inspiring both the gritty emotions of Sundown and the more contemplative tone of Rainy Day People, which revealed a gentler side of Lightfoot, a side longing for stability. In many ways, these songs mirrored his hopes for a partner who could both inspire and accept him, even as he wrestled with fame and his own flaws. The relationship ultimately unraveled, yet Smith's impact lingered in Lightfoot's music. She was a chapter he could never fully close, embodying the allure of a love that was as exhilarating as it was painful. Lightfoot once remarked he held no bitterness towards her, despite their ups and downs. He described her as a woman with remarkable spirit. the elusive love of his life.
Well, you would admit that you work pretty hard at your writing.
Oh, yes, sir. It requires a lot of effort.
Do you ever feel like you might burn up and run out of inspiration?
Yes, continually. Except it's apparently not evident because we put another album in the can last week.
Does this worry you? That it might
No,
happen?
it doesn't worry me at all because I don't have to worry about it anymore. I've made enough money now that I don't even have to worry about that anymore.
While Cathy Smith was a major influence on his music, Lightfoot's true confession about the love of his life came much later and revealed a more enduring connection. In interviews, Lightfoot admitted that his first wife, Brita Orillia, left a mark on him that no other relationship could replicate. Brita was a Swedish beauty whom he married in 1963, a supporting figure during Lightfoot's early challenging years as an artist. Together they had 2 children, Fred and Ingrid, and Brita was his partner as he transitioned from a struggling musician to a celebrated singer-songwriter. Despite this strong bond, their marriage ultimately ended in 1973, largely due to Lightfoot's infidelity and the strain of his demanding career. The end of their marriage was a painful period for Lightfoot, and it was during this time that he wrote If You Could Read My Mind, one of his most iconic songs. The lyrics, raw and deeply personal, capture his feelings of sorrow and regret, with lines like, "I'm just trying to understand the feelings that we lack," portraying the distance that had grown between them. Even years after their separation, Lightfoot acknowledged that Brita was the love of his life, a woman whose influence lingered long after they parted. The song If You Could Read My Mind went on to become a worldwide hit, resonating with audiences for its emotional honesty and haunting melody. Lightfoot later said the song was born out of a moment of personal reckoning, a realization that despite his success, he had failed in his most important relationship. Reflections and regrets.
When you think back to that Gordon Lightfoot, do you like him?
Well, there are certain things that took place and certain things that happened while I was drinking that I regret, of course. People do tend to get into a funny space when they drink at times, particularly after they've been drinking for a number of years.
As Lightfoot's career progressed, he married twice more and had relationships with other women, but none seemed to capture his heart in the same way as his first marriage. Over the years, he spoke candidly about his regrets, especially his struggles with fidelity, which he believed had irreparably damaged his relationship with Brita. His later music reflected this regret, with songs exploring themes of repentance, longing, and the passage of time. Lightfoot's 2012 album, All Live, a collection of his greatest hits performed live, was notable for its nostalgic tone, as if he were revisiting the emotions and memories that had inspired each song. In his later years, Lightfoot became increasingly introspective, seeking to make amends with his family and reflect on his life choices. He expressed a desire to connect with his children, acknowledging that his career often took precedence over family life. This period of reflection offered fans a deeper glimpse into his personal struggles and the wisdom he had gained from his journey. His openness about his flaws endeared him to his audience, displaying a vulnerability that contrasted with his otherwise stoic public persona. Legacy of love and loss.
What's left? Is there anything left on your to-do list?
No, I'm going to stay. I want to stay happy. I want to stay happy. No matter what happens, I'm going to stay happy.
By the time Lightfoot reached his later years, he had solidified his place as one of Canada's most cherished musicians, a voice of resilience and reflection. His songs, marked by themes of love, loss, and self-reflection, resonated with fans for their universal appeal. The revelation that Brita was the love of his life added a layer of poignancy to his legacy, casting a reflective shadow over his body of work. Lightfoot's confession about Brita was more than just a personal reflection. It was a testament to the universal nature of love and regret. His music continues to touch hearts because it speaks to the complexities of human relationships, capturing both the joy and sorrow that define love. In confessing that Brita was the love of his life, Lightfoot gave fans a rare glimpse into his most private emotions, solidifying his legacy not only as a gifted storyteller, but also as a man who understood the fragility of the human heart. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever had a song remind you of a person you love deeply? Let us know in the comment section below.